Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal. This defense has played. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Looking for a man, it's Bradford. Fires to the big fella. Midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese,
and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They strike first in that opening drive of the season. Could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little warmth out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that, like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. It's Pickle. Finding an escape route. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him the first down.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He
football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Oh, you right there.
It's a connection. He's got first down yardage as they move to the 44. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quick. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 26-yard line after he picked up on 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Nickel. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker and speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On target over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Both teams scored on their first possession, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
To throw, it's Bradford. Turns it loose. Right on the money. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Love the 3rd down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down.
Dude, come on!
Just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. It's fourth down. The Canes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Maybe you see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. High the chains now on second and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Red pass, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Nickel. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got
Oh, he's looking fast as shit.
And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Auburn going to work with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He got it. That brings him to within 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this
Fuck, having his
football game today. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy.
Does this happen right now?
They're in a tight game. They're up by 4 over TCU. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is split, you will hear it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Might be changing the route. Use the play fake. Now the throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To the air, it's Nickel. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Rush. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He wants to throw it again. Heaves it deep. Oh, he has it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays. And that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to put the football in and make the catch.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the air on first down. Now he's going to go on with pressure. Turning it, got some room there to the goal line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so just do anything soon to create some momentum on the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Caught, close to the marker, it's game. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put him away from the 41 on first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Bradford. From the comfort of the pocket.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Timeout by the defense, and they're trying to ice this kicker. And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. And he had just enough to will that one home. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to see the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan Hare.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, man. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Miami. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Nickel. Got his man down the middle. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys to get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming.
Come on, Madden. That's crazy.
that's on the field. What do you think?
That's crazy, dog.
Look at the
He
big
just
thing.
knocked it over right to that nigga.
So I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage.
He's loose on the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Wide open downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides.
Touchdown, Caves! And that one will put them up here in the second half. On to attempt the try.
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shifting this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The sure hands, it's Wilson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Tigers will come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stops, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a win.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him that weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock.
What?
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Timing has got
Bro,
to be
pass
so
wide
critical
open,
when
bro.
you're trying to throw the ball down like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Dude, you had him wide open.
Rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, I keep fucking to the play.
Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Hurricane. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, put the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting
That freshman tight end balling.
Huge for their win
That new
probability.
tight end is like that.
Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff.
Better not the
That
freshman
score was
quarterback.
a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Dropping back, it's Nickel. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they
All out
stop
blitz,
him
cuz.
short. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Quickly complete. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Under fire.
Yo, throw the ball.
Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bradford. Fires to the right. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Miami.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. The Tigers will hustle for the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game.
Going for the big play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. They want to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Morton. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles in the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds.
Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? It's putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just...
There he goes. He's at the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking downfield, it's nickel. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that Olympic.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over.
61.
Now you get to come out and start
By
the season.
Cuddy. By
It's
Bradford.
a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. That's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.